Is it time to say goodbye to the once most popular, if not most iconic, headphone brand in the world? Is it time to say goodbye to Beats? Let's remember Beats for one thing, if it eventually dies, that it did something, extraordinary, that it really succeeded in terms of marketing its product. Beats is by no means the cheapest or the most value for money headphones, and they weren't the top end, the best speaking headphones either. What they excelled at is marketing. They did, before the age of social media, show us these headphones around the necks of celebrities, and it really got to you. And I remember me as a child, if I saw someone wear that iconic red headphone set with the Beats logo, you think, wow, this person really is into music and is the real music fan. And I remember going to malls as a kid, and the first thing I wanted to do is to test them out because they would have them on display, and I would push my friends to try it. And every time we go to that mall, we do the same thing and check out the Beats headphones. And one thing to our ears, we are not experienced and we are not professionals. We kind of see the difference between them and the normal earphones as the seal and noise cancellation that was iconic at the time, and also the very heavy dependence on bass. So you would really feel that bass going, and it got us excited. But now it seems like Apple might be killing off the Beats brand because they are introducing their own Airpods Studio. So the most iconic piece of headphones or lineup of headphones that Beats released was the Beats Studio, and now Apple are kind of morphing the names AirPods and Studio and then releasing their AirPods Studio. Rumors has it that these headphones intelligently know which ear is which, so you wouldn't need to, when you look at the cups, which one is the left and which one is the right, you don't need that anymore. And apparently, using software and hardware magic, Apple has figured out a way that when you put the headphones on, it understands which one is your left and which one is your right, so you don't have to worry about that. And of course, they will do that Apple magic where it's very smart. You just turn it on, put it on your head, and then it would understand, connect you to the devices automatically. And they, of course, will find a way to market it in a way that now you need to buy these headphones or AirPods because your iPhone doesn't come with earphones anymore and it doesn't come with a charger anymore. So that is coming. And when Apple does something like this, you know and you expect that it will have mainstream appeal, so it will dominate its market. So what's the correlation between Apple releasing a headphone and Beats dying? Well, Apple owns Beats. And if they're putting all this time and energy into developing their own headphones, what is going to happen with the Beats brand? Some people are saying maybe Beats spins around to become the value brand, but Beats was never about the value. Some people are saying maybe the Beats becomes the sport-oriented thing. For me, honestly, I feel like Apple will slowly kill the brand off because now the AirPods name is so much more powerful than the Beats, branding. And this got me thinking about not only that, the other devices that Apple are releasing. Apple always try to do things on their own. And they did that with the M1 chip. They just announced that they are using their own silicons and they are making their own processors. And that is really exciting for anyone who is on the market for a PC right now. I remember when I was searching for a new laptop, you can see my laptop there. I looked at you always do that. You do the cross shopping, so you'd see devices that are similar to yours in terms of specs. But because the processors matched, like the exact same processor can be found in a MacBook Pro, for example, and then you find the Windows alternative to that, and you would see the difference in price, you would always be pulled towards Windows devices because of the value proposition. But now, Apple are changing the game a bit because these chips, in terms of just specs and what Apple are promising, double the battery life in some cases, same performance, if not in terms of CPU, but incredible performance in terms of GPU and efficiency, and all of the Apple things they would sell you for marketing. But I feel like this is another point in the direction where Apple wants to control every aspect of their devices, whether it's the audio accessories, the covers, the cases, the wallets, the headphones, the laptops, the processors, everything from the inside and out would be controlled by one entity, which is Apple. And that would give way for them to have total control over their brand, their hardware and software integration, and could also push towards a more segregated technology world where you're either Apple or something else. Because during that keynote, they of course are expecting to release the new version of macOS, which would allow you to use iPhone apps on Mac. So that's another reason for someone who's like me, who has an iPhone but pretty much nothing else. Well, I have AirPods, but you see these added bonuses and software features that the Macs have, and if you can call it greedy, you can call it anything, but they are really, really good at marketing their software hardware integration to make it as appealing as possible to buy their products. In terms of the laptops, I don't recommend anyone who owns a laptop right now, a powerful one, to buy a Mac. I low-key wish that I waited, but I couldn't because my laptop was so old. But anyone who's in the market for a Mac, now's the time to buy one, because starting now and into the future, Apple controls their ecosystem. So for their fans, hooray. But maybe that effect would kill off other brands that we like, including the once iconic Beats.